Welcome students. In today's episode, we are going to discuss about jumbled sentences or sentence rearrangement questions. As you all know, in English section, you have 2 to 3 questions from this area. So let us see how to solve this. If you look at the screen, you can see a sample question. This is a sample question from previous year's paper. The parts of sentences the parts of the sentence A, B, C, D, E and F and G are jumbled. Identify the right order to get a meaningful sentence. Now, if you see in this example, the sentence words in a sentence, the words are jumbled. They are not in a particular order or a correct order. You have to arrange this sentence in a proper order to give a meaningful sentence. Now, after breaking the words, jumbling the sentence, they will give you options, 4 options, where all the letters are, you have to select the best option. How are you going to solve such kind of question? For this, you require a grip of language skills as well as good reading skills. You should know grammatical rules. So let us see how to solve such type of questions. Now, let us look at this example. In this sentence, my teacher has trained me to solve such questions. Now, if you look at the sentence can be divided into subject. Here, my teacher is a subject. Has is a helping verb. Trained is a main action word. Me is the object, and after the object, whatever remaining words we get, they are called as other words. Now, so a sentence, always remember, a sentence always starts with a subject. There may be a helping verb and main verb or action verb and object. These are the important parts of a sentence. So you have to always see whether the sentence is in the jumbled words, search for the sentence. In the jumbled words, you have to search for the subject. If you are able to identify the subject, then you can search for helping verb, then you can go for action verb, and you can go for object and other words. It will be easy for you. So this is one of the important or a basic tip how to arrange the sentence. Let us look at this. A sentence can start with definite or indefinite articles. Sometimes a sentence can start with a subject. The subject can be noun or pronoun, or before the subject there can be an article. There can be articles also. As you know, the is definite article, a or an is an indefinite article. We use a sentence starts with a subject. Sometimes the subject can have articles before the subject, before the noun or pronoun. It can be the, it can be a or an. The sentence can start with the boy, the earth, the star, the book. In all these examples, the is used. The is used to refer a specific thing, a definite thing. The boy, the boy whom I met was my cousin. The boy who met with an accident was my cousin. The earth is the only planet which has life. You are talking about only the earth. The star, the book. So when you are referring to something specific, you use the. When you talk about anything, you use a. A wire was hanging from the pole. I saw a wire hanging from the pole. Okay, so a wire, you are talking about an object. A is used before any noun. An is used before vowels. A word which starts with vowels, which has a vowel in it, it is before that we use an. An electric shock can kill. Here the subject electric shock is starting with E. E is a vowel. So before E we have to use an. So this is one tip. Always see for articles and see the subject. If there is no article, then it can be noun or pronoun. The sentence can start with noun or pronoun, or the sentence can start with the, a or an. This is one tip. If you look at this example, and space, conquered, air, time, we, have, help of, with the, scientific invention. Now one long sentence is divided into 7 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now as per the rule, just now we have discussed, the sentence should start with a subject. Subject can be noun or pronoun. Now if we read these phrases or words, is there anywhere noun? We don't find a noun in the first part. We don't find a noun here. We don't find a noun in third part. We don't find noun, but there is a pronoun in the fourth part. This is fifth, this is sixth, and this is seventh. There is no noun in this sentence, but there is a pronoun. So sentence can start with pronouns also. So let us assume we have. We got the subject, we have. So the sentence starts with we have. Now what should be next? Go back and look at the rule. Always after the subject there should be either helping verb or main verb, action verb. So if you see the sentence, in the sentence you don't have in anywhere any part, first, second, third, fourth. We is the subject, this is the subject, and in this only we have helping verb. Again, according to a rule, after the helping verb there should be an action verb. So search for action verb. And space, conquered, at airtime, help of, with the, scientific inventions. So where do you find main verb? Conquered. Conquered is an action word. Okay. So next comes main verb. Now we have conquered. We get some meaning from this. What have we conquered? We got the 3 parts, main important parts of the sentence: subject, helping verb, and main verb. Next comes what? What have we conquered? Man has conquered what? And space, and is used for conjunction, for joining or linking as a connector. So we cannot use this phrase. Air and air time. Air time, these are the things. So next comes air time, and there is a conjunction here, and space. Air time and space. After that, preposition, with the help of scientific inventions. Then comes preposition, the scientific inventions. With what? With the help of scientific inventions. So scientific inventions, the remaining prepositions and the article and the other words are called as objects. So you have the next part of the sentence, that is object. So in this way we can solve this question, or we can rearrange the order of the words in a proper meaningful order, and we can get a correct sentence. I hope you have understood this. Let me reiterate. In this group of words, in this example, there are 7 words or 7 words or phrases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now as per the rule of a sentence should have, we have to first search for the subject. Subject can be noun or pronoun. So here in this group of words or phrases, jumble words, we don't have anywhere noun. We could find subject as pronoun here. So this will become this pronoun. We will become the sentence beginning or subject of our sentence. So if we take we, always subject should be followed by helping verb. Here helping verb is given already. We have, both the words are together. So it is an easy indicator for us that we should start the sentence with we have. Because have is an helping verb, after have there should be a main verb. We have selected conquered. If you see, conquered is an action word. So conquered, helping verb, main verb. Then what does man? We have conquered. We means man. Man has conquered what? He has conquered air, time and space. He has conquered the air, time and space. This is the object. With the help of what? Scientific invention. So if you get the subject, verb and object, if you get the subject and verb of the sentence, automatically you will be able to identify the other words in order. Now moving on to next example. Light up in every home, good, the lamp, books, magazines and of knowledge. Now this sentence is a jumbled sentence. How many phrases or words are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A big sentence is divided into 9 parts. Now you have to arrange it in order. Which word or phrase comes in the beginning? How can the sentence start? Let us see. Can we start it with light up? Light up is it is used as a verb. So you cannot start a sentence with light up. This is wrong. Light up is a verb. So we cannot start the sentence with light up. Now, in every home. In is a preposition, every home. It comes at the end. Prepositions will come in the object place. We cannot start the sentence with this. So eliminate this. Now go to good. Good what? Good the lamp, books, magazines and of knowledge what? So if we assume that good can be the starting of the sentence, it can be the subject. Let us see what will be the next word. Good what? What are the good? Here we have to search for nouns. What are nouns here? In the first, second, third, search for nouns. We find here books and magazines. So books and magazines, because there are two nouns, it should be joined by a conjunction. Good, books and magazines. Light. After the subject there should be a verb, helping verb or main verb. Search for helping verb. You don't find any helping verb in these phrases, in these jumbled words. So let us go for the main verb. Now here, do you find any main verb? No. Here the first phrase is light up. So this light here, light meaning is to brighten up. Light up is used as main verb. What do you light? Light up what? Go for the other word which can connect this. Light up the lamp of knowledge. Light up the lamp. After lamp, what word is left out? Of knowledge. Now, in every home. The other remaining part of the sentence is object. In every home. So in this way we can rearrange the sentence in proper order. First, we can search for nouns. Books and magazines are nouns here. So how are books and magazines? The sentence is starting with good books and magazines. What does they do? They light up. That is the verb. Good books and magazines light up the lamp of knowledge in every home. Subject, verb plus object and other words. In this way you can arrange the sentence. Let us look at the next example. Teeth, one, the, neglected, of, body, the, are, of, most, parts. If you look in this phrases or words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This sentence is divided into 11 parts. Now, from here you have to select the noun or pronoun. Teeth, one, the, neglected, of, body, the, are, of, most, parts. Let us try to arrange. What can be the noun here? There are two nouns, body and teeth. So, first, whenever such words, two or more nouns are there, more than one nouns are there, you have to go for the smaller one. Let us see. Teeth. Teeth. After teeth, what should come? Helping verb. Search for helping verb. Is there any helping verb? Yes, are is the helping verb. Teeth are what? What are teeth? Which word can be most suitable here? Teeth are one. We have read in earlier episodes, I have explained that whenever one comes, it should be followed by of and the. Teeth are one of the. Whenever the is used, superlative degree, most should be used. Here most is given. Teeth are one of the most. What are they? After helping verb, there should be a main verb. So, teeth are one of the. This all comes under the beginning of the subject. The subject is teeth, helping verb, one of the most. The main verb comes here, neglected. Teeth are one of the most neglected what? Parts of the body. So, with this parts of the body comes at the end of the sentence. Teeth are one of the most neglected parts of the body. If you arrange this and if you read this, you will get a meaningful sentence. So, here you find a subject, helping verb, teeth is the subject, are is the helping verb. Here you find neglected, the main verb, then the remaining words are objects. So, automatically the sentence is arranged in the proper order if you are able to get the subject and verb. So, let me repeat once again. When there are two or more nouns, go for the smaller one. Body is the bigger picture. Teeth is the part of the body. So, whenever two nouns are there, go for the smaller one. Let us start the sentence with teeth. You can get the sentence like this. You can think of starting, because here article the is there and body is there, you might think of starting the sentence with the body. But if you try to frame the sentence, you won't get meaningful sentence. The body, parts, teeth and all, that sentence will not be a correct sentence. If you want a meaningful sentence, you have to start the sentence, the subject should be teeth. Teeth are one of the most neglected parts of the body. Hope you have understood this. Let us see the next example. Ice cream, a good way, a hot day, eating on can be cool off too. Now, again, follow the rule, search for the nouns. Now, what is a noun here or pronoun? What? Can you find anything here? There are no nouns here. So, the sentence can start with a gerund or a participle. Sometimes when there are no nouns, the sentence can start with a gerund or a participle. Gerund and participle are nothing but ing form of words. So, look at for that words, look for gerunds. Here, if you look here, you can find eating. Let us try to frame a sentence using this. Eating an ice cream on a hot day is a good way to cool off. Or we can start the sentence, on a hot day can we start the sentence like this? Eating is the gerund. Eating ice creams on a hot day can be a good way to cool off. So, we are getting the subject, that is eating. What are you eating here? Ice creams. So, this has eating is a gerund and ice cream is a subject. When are you eating ice creams? On a hot day. Can be a good way to cool off. You can frame a sentence in this order, or you can frame like this also. Eating ice creams can be a good way to cool off, comma, on a hot day. So, both the form of sentences are correct. Both the options are correct. There is an imperative sentence. What you should do? Let us take the example of imperative sentence. Look at this sentence. Go and do the work. Go and do this work. Now, in this sentence, we are giving a command. Go and do this work. It is a command. It is an imperative sentence. So, go is an action word, and is a conjunction, do is the verb here, helping verb, this work is an object. So, sometimes the sentences can start with imperative sentences, or commands can start with direct verb. So, if there is no subject in the sentence, then you can start the sentence. That sentence can be an imperative sentence. As you all know, the sentences are of different types. Imperative, assertive, declarative, exclamatory sentences, etc. So you have to see which kind of sentence it is. If it is an imperative sentence, it starts with direct verb. Go and do this work, as given in this example. So here the first word to start the sentence is go. Let us look at some examples here to practice. Can kill, electric shock, and. Let us start with small sentences so that it will be easy for you. Then as we go practicing, we can increase the length of the sentence, or we can move from simple to complex. Can kill, electric shock, and. Now there are three parts of the sentence. I have explained you a sentence can start with articles. Here what is the article? An. And what? An is used before vowels. So here you can see electric shock. It is starting with a vowel. So it is the subject. An electric shock. Can is a modal auxiliary verb. Kill is the main verb. So an electric shock can kill. There is no need of any object here. The sentence in itself is complete here. An electric shock can kill. So this is one example. Next, second one. In every year, people this way die. There are five. The sentence is divided into 5 parts. In every year, people this way die. So search for the noun. What is the noun here? People. Search for the helping verb or main verb. Is there any helping verb or main verb? People. Yes, after people there is a main verb here, die. People die this way. People die, after this should come in preposition. People die in this way every year. So in this way every year is the object of the sentence. Let us take next. Can kill even of current a small amount. Can kill even of current a small amount. Even a small amount of current can kill. If you see, even a small amount of current can kill. So sometimes the sentence starts with each, even, none, neither, etc. Search for the words. Even is there. One of. Here you before the subject, even in the sentence part you are finding the word even. Even a small amount of current can kill. So the correct form is of arrangement is even a small amount of current can kill. Now let us move to the next example. Of electricity, water an excellent conductor is. Search for the subject. What is the subject here? Water. Water. After the subject what comes? Helping verb. Water is. What is water? It is an excellent conductor. It is an excellent conductor of electricity. So you are getting a meaningful sentence here. First word, water is an excellent conductor of electricity. Conductor here is the verb here. Of electricity is the object. Now coming to next example. Perspiring, therefore, when wet, never touch live wire or. So when you conclude a paragraph or something, you use therefore. Therefore, you have a hint here. So the sentence can start with, we can start the sentence with therefore. Therefore, when is there? That means you are not supposed to do when you are in such condition. Therefore, when wet, when you are wet, or perspiring. There are two situations, wet or wet and perspiring. So here and is not given, or is given. In these two situations, when wet or perspiring, never touch live wire. In this way, we can frame a meaningful sentence. Therefore, never touch a live wire when wet or perspiring, or therefore never touch a live wire when wet or perspiring. This is how we can frame meaningful sentences with the words given there. This is how we can frame meaningful sentences with the given words and phrases in a jumbled form. Extremely dry are places that are deserts. So, we got a noun here, deserts. Deserts are helping verb, subject and verb we got. Extremely dry places. Deserts are extremely dry places. So, the sentence, one meaningful sentence we are getting, deserts are extremely dry places. Now, look at the second one. In these places less than annual rainfall is 25 centimeters. So, search for the noun. Where is the noun? There is no noun here. So, the sentence is continuation, it is like a paragraph. We can continue the sentences. We are talking about deserts. In these places, the rainfall is less than, the annual rainfall is less than 25 sentence. You are continuing the paragraph. This is the opening sentence of the paragraph. Deserts are extremely dry places. Then the next sentence will be, in these places the annual rainfall is less than 25 centimeters. Like that, deserts for like Sahara remains years dry. Again here you have option, you have a noun here, deserts. Deserts like Sahara, you are comparing Sahara desert. Deserts like Sahara remain dry for years. Deserts like Sahara, you have deserts like Sahara remain dry for years. This is how you can frame a meaningful sentence, correct sentence. Now, burning hot the day such deserts are during. Burning hot the day such deserts are during. So, it is very simple and you can understand from these 2-3 sentences, you will be able to get the order of the words or sentence. It is starting with during. During the day, whenever during is there, you are talking about point of time. During the day, such deserts are burning hot. During the day, such deserts are burning hot. So, the first sentence, word will be during. Next is followed by the day. During the day, because it is during, it is referring the time. During what? During what? During the daytime, you are talking about deserts. Such deserts are burning hot. Next, the same freezing cold deserts are at night. Now, what sentence is given here? It should be the opposite of that in the here. At night, you have to specify the time. At night, the same deserts are freezing cold. So, you are talking about point of time. During day, it is hot. At night, the same deserts are freezing cold. The same deserts are freezing cold. Now, apart also there are from hot deserts cold deserts. So, you are concluding the paragraph saying, apart from hot deserts there are also cold deserts, or you can start the sentence, there are also. If you start with there are also, you won't get a proper sentence, meaningful sentence apart. So, when you are concluding the sentence or paragraph, to conclude you use apart. Apart from hot deserts, there are cold deserts also. So, let us look at the right sentences, right order of sentences. Deserts are places that are extremely dry. Extremely dry are places that are deserts. Deserts are extremely dry places. In these places less than annual rainfall is 25 centimeters. In these places the annual rainfall is less than 25 centimeters. Deserts for like Sahara remain years dry. Deserts like Sahara remain dry for years. Again, burning hot the day such deserts are during daytime such deserts are burning hot. At night the same deserts are freezing cold. Apart from hot deserts there are also cold deserts. You can write like this, apart from hot desert there are also cold deserts. So, in this way we can arrange meaningful sentences if you follow simple tips. I hope you have understood how to solve or rearrange the jumbled sentences or jumbled word. I hope you have understood how to solve this section, jumbled words or phrases, in proper order. Thank you very much.